do with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I have been open in all my relationships that I've had. All of them. I mean,
Why is Remy putting Pap P.O. in lockdown while this man is essentially pleading for a divorce and she refuses to sign the paperwork?
I don't know.
This is no longer only about love. It has gotten so terrible that Claressa Shields is prepared to enter the ring to literally give her some sense.
You were surprised Papoose wanted to marry you? After you got sentenced, because you just knew he was, you just knew he was on it.
Yeah. Nah.
And I thought that was like a real stand-up thing to do.
He's one of a kind. I could definitely say that.
Even though Remy is currently out here stacking her bread and cuddling up to the black captain, who has already gone on with 2 younger girls, let's not forget that this man kept her down when she was incarcerated, upheld her reputation, and remained true. Rumor has it that alimony bag would be of interest to Pap. Remy believes Claressa Shields isn't being truthful, and she is still not letting Papoose go. Let's get started. Claressa has been expressing her love for Pap in the most obvious manner imaginable. She recently sent a birthday message on Instagram that had everyone talking.
I don't They both nice, but they would have to be new lyrics now, right? Because
She wrote a letter to a man. Cheers to your birthday. May God grant you many more years and even faster hands since you're receiving all of your birthday punches today. Happy birthday, King. That was cute, but let's be honest, those birthday punches were really hurting her. For your life, laughter, music, love, and guidance, I am immensely thankful. You truly are one of a kind.
You ready?
Despite all of that love, Pap hasn't proposed yet since Remy is out there playing hide and seek with those divorce papers. Please be aware that Pap has informed others that he has requested this divorce on multiple occasions.
No, besides the great performances, it was one small, tiny, itsy-bitsy incident with Ra and one of Angie's friends, but it was nothing.
trying to sweep someone in the row.
It was one little fight. Nowhere near me. Like a football field away.
But every time Remy stirs up more controversy, the receipts are always in plain sight. Remember when Remy leaked the text conversations that Pap and Claressa were exchanging? The tea was hot, and Claressa was upset that Pap hadn't told her that he had made it home safely. She kept it real by saying, "You are the one who is married, so if you can't at least sleep on the phone with me or be with me in person, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know that you made it home safely." Remy wasn't finished though. She added that she had recordings of Pap acting violently and that he had threatened to call the police on her.
I love really, really, really hard. But I'm happy to, love somebody who wanna, love somebody back. You know what I'm saying? He is such a sweetheart. Ain't nobody tell him to tie my goddamn boot either, but he said it wasn't laced right, so he laced it right. It was so funny.
And Remy isn't going to quit now. Pap quickly stopped everything and refuted all of the allegations, even though he did state that Remy is upset because he moved on, and let's face it, she cheated on him first. Christmas 2023, remember the rap fight where Remy came out as a fan of Easy the Block Captain? Even though you're out here claiming a whole other man, why aren't you letting Pap go? Wait, if you thought that was messy, Claressa and Pap have been involved in more. Their recent lavish Valentine's Day trip to Hawaii, where everyone could see their affection up close, set major relationship objectives. Oh, they were living life to the fullest, taking in the sun, the sea, and themselves. And Pap wasn't just sitting around. He was out there starting the inaugural Hawaii Fest. Pap takes the time to post on Threads to keep everyone informed on the status of his business, which he works on continuously. This year, we broke all previous records, and the show was wonderful, with many famous people in attendance.
Two of us, we can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Okay, So Mr. Pap was out here securing the suitcase, and Claressa was out here securing hearts. She even shared a sweet video of herself and her partner on the beach to show what true love looks like. But wait, things are about to get serious. Rumor has it that Pap spent months organizing this amorous getaway to have his big moment and ask Claressa to marry him on Valentine's Day. The original plan was to make it official. Who could you imagine with Remy? She keeps putting things off, and the entire plan was ruined. Imagine Hawaii, the ocean breeze, the ideal proposal, and the passion in the air. But guess who had to step in and ruin it? Remy. She explains that she's out here playing games and putting Pat under lock since her relationship with Easy, the block captain, her new lover, wasn't working out. Since JY is experiencing the same amount of love and support that she did in the past, let's face it, she is feeling something. The way Remy is holding on to this marriage reveals what you are terrified of. Rumors on the street claim that Remy is reluctant to sign the divorce papers because she knows Pap would get the alimony payment. And let's be honest, he doesn't care. Watching him turn there and show out for another lady like that must have been painful, especially since Claressa's boxing match as she was heading to the ring represented a whole different kind of support and affection. Those are dollars I want to pay. After a divorce, the financially weaker partner typically is entitled to spousal support, also known as alimony, since the other partner makes significantly more money. Let's not act as though Pap wasn't the one who kept it down for all those years. The length of the marriage, the significant pay gap, and who contributed what during the union are some of the important factors that the courts consider while determining alimony. It is uncertain if Remy is clinging to Pap out of love or only to keep her money in her pocket, as Pap has a legitimate point in this case. Fling, they were together for 11 years, more than 10. They broke up in 2023 after dating since 2004 and being married in 2008. What's strange is that they weren't your normal couple. They were wed virtually while Remy was incarcerated. If not that, what is dedication? And never forget that Pap supported her during it all. When Remy was jailed in 2008, Pap was there, and he was still there in 2014. They even celebrated their love with the televised wedding ceremony in. Their daughter, Reminisce Mackenzie, was born in 2018. Let's discuss money when determining who should receive support now that they are contemplating a divorce, as Pap aided Remy through some of the most trying times in her life. Pap is right when he says that this is where things get truly tricky. Since Remy Ma's estimated net worth is $4 million, significantly more than Pap's, she understands that Pap would probably be receiving alimony when she receives the divorce papers. Remy's record-breaking reality TV sales account for a significant portion of her wealth. Appearances, clothing line, and her 2006 first album. Despite not achieving the same level of fame as some of her contemporaries, Remy remained relevant. At the BET Awards, she received 4 nominations and 1 victory for Best Female Hip-Hop Artist. Let's face it though, she was releasing mixtapes while incarcerated, and guess who was out there promoting and profiting from them? He helped her keep up her reputation when she couldn't. She and Pap used VH1's Love and Hip Hop New York to put their love story on the small screen in 2014 when she was at last free. Who was there to make sure those TV agreements kept coming in after they went on to land several spin-offs? Pop was more than just a supporting character. He was central to the story, encompassing their love, struggles, and family, so people were taking notice. Another bag was guaranteed when Remy debuted the Remy Ma line in 2018, but guess what? Remy was the presentation's main attraction, not Pap. Pop made the wise choice to donate a percentage of the earnings to help incarcerated women and their families. Let's not pretend, however, that Pap wasn't also out there pushing that brand. He was wearing the men's apparel to events to make sure people saw it and to bring the collection a lot of publicity. Remy's money was being used for the type of promotion that companies pay well-known influencers for. Jason Scott, Remy's teenage son at the time, was not left on his own while she was incarcerated. When Remy was unable to be present, Pap stepped up and assumed the role of a father figure, a huge responsibility without hesitation. But after Remy is freed from prison, this is where things take a deadly turn. Jason, her son, was taken into custody and charged with first-degree murder and other serious crimes in relation to the horrific incident that occurred in Queens, New York, in 2021. It's the unfortunate situation, but it simply emphasizes how much stability Pap was offering in Remy's absence. He was caring for her child and keeping everything together, which is something that cannot be appreciated. He wasn't only keeping the house together. Now, it appears that Remy is aware that Pap has a compelling case for alimony when we talk about this divorce and the grounds behind her tardiness. But what about Claressa? She is unhappy about everything, as you well know, and Remy is putting things off and destroying her wedding schedule. This isn't a casual relationship, and I'm not the type to keep quiet when things aren't going well. They are not playing games, but they are stuck now. Claressa is completely devoted. She considers Pap her king and adores him without conditions. Claressa cannot even proceed with Pap because he is still legally married to another woman. How much more time must she wait? Imagine being ready to start a new life with someone, only to have a giant barrier that prevents you from moving forward. To make things worse, that barrier, called Remy, is still stirring in the background. It's annoying, disorganized, and draining, and you have to question how much longer Claressa will put up with this before she wants some actual responses and action. The real question, though, is whether Remy is still with Pap because she genuinely loves him or whether this is merely a ploy to obtain the alimony check she knows is coming. For a moment, let's be honest, even if any woman in Claressa's shoes would be incensed. Behavior, and how about Claressa? Will she give up and go, or will she really put up with all this drama? Above all, how long should Pap wait for Remy to release him? Kindly let me know your thoughts on this by leaving a comment. Click like and subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications while you're at it to ensure you don't miss this tea. Oh, and don't even think about going yet. Watch the following video that appears on your screen because, trust me, you would rather not leave, and it's even messier than this. I would appreciate it if you could leave a comment and let me know what you think. If you haven't already, click like and subscribe while you're at it, and enable notifications so you don't miss this. The following video on your screen is even messier than this one, so don't even think about leaving just yet. You won't want to miss it. Above all, however, how long must Pap wait for Remy to eventually release him?